Have you ever wondered if some inventions were just too strange, too powerful, or too dangerous for our world? Well, the answer is yes. Today, we're diving into a collection of unbelievable inventions that were so ahead of their time or so risky that they actually got banned. You won't believe some of these actually existed. From sci-fi gadgets to world-changing chemicals, get ready to have your mind blown. Let's start with something straight out of a futuristic movie. Imagine shaving without a single blade, just a beam of light. That was the promise of the laser razor. Invented in the late 1980s, this device used a fiber optic cable to deliver a precise laser pulse that would slice through hair follicles at the skin chest surface. The idea was to offer a perfectly smooth shave without any nicks, cuts, or razor burn. Early demonstrations were incredible, showing the razor effortlessly zapping away hair with a tiny flash of light. It seemed like the future of grooming had arrived. But then, reality hit. Regulators, particularly the FDA in the United States, raised major safety concerns. What if the laser missed the hair and hit the skin? Could it cause burns, permanent skin damage, or even eye injuries if mishandled? The technology was powerful, maybe too powerful for the average consumer to use safely in their bathroom every morning. Despite the inventor's claims of its safety, the potential for misuse was too high, and the product was ultimately banned from being sold to the public, remaining a fascinating but forbidden piece of technology. Next up, we re-enter in the realm of science fiction with an invention that sounds like it was pulled from a spy thriller, a mind control patent. In the 1990s, a patent was filed for a device that claimed to be able to influence a person's thoughts and emotions remotely. The technology was described as using low-frequency electromagnetic fields to directly stimulate parts of the brain associated with mood and behavior. The patent suggested it could be used for therapeutic purposes, like treating depression or anxiety without drugs. However, the implications were staggering and, frankly, terrifying. If this technology fell into the wrong hands, it could be used for manipulation, coercion, or even mass control. Government agencies and ethics committees immediately flagged it. The potential for abuse was astronomical. As a result, the patent was classified and blocked from any public or commercial development. It remains a restricted piece of intellectual property, a chilling reminder that the line between therapeutic technology and mind control is alarmingly thin. Now, think about your smartphone. What if it could tell you if someone was lying? In the early 2010s, an app developer created a program that claimed to do just that. The app used sophisticated voice stress analysis technology. When someone spoke into the phone's microphone, the app would analyze subtle, almost imperceptible changes and tremors in their voice, the kind that are supposedly linked to the stress of deception. It would then display a simple truth or lie verdict on the screen. The app quickly became a viral sensation, but it also sparked a massive controversy. Psychologists and legal experts argue that voice stress analysis is far from foolproof and can be wildly inaccurate. It could lead to false accusations, broken relationships, and unjust consequences in both personal and professional settings. Fearing the societal chaos it could cause, multiple countries and app stores moved to ban it. The idea of having a pocket lie detector was tempting, but the world decided it was a power we just weren't ready to handle responsibly. Have you ever wished you could literally feel the internet? One inventor took this idea and ran with it, creating a wearable device that translated internet data into physical sensations. Picture a wristband that could make you feel a gentle buzz when you received an email, a specific pattern of vibrations for a stock market dip, or even a warm sensation when a friend liked your photo. The goal was to create a new, intuitive way to process information, bypassing screens and sounds. Early testers described it as a sixth sense, a strange but fascinating way to stay connected to the digital world. But neurologists and ethicists raised red flags. What were the long-term neurological effects of constantly feeding sensory data directly to the nervous system? Could it lead to sensory overload, anxiety, or even addiction to digital stimuli? The potential for psychological harm and the unknown risks to the brain were deemed too great. The project was ultimately shut down, and the device was banned from further development, leaving us to wonder what it would be like to truly feel the digital world. Drones are everywhere now, but what about a drone designed to be completely silent and follow you without you ever knowing it is there? An aerospace company developed a prototype for a small, stealthy drone that used advanced rotor technology and sound-dampening materials to fly almost silently. It was also equipped with facial recognition and tracking software, allowing it to lock onto a person and follow them from a distance. The potential applications for law enforcement or search and rescue were obvious, but so was the potential for misuse. Privacy advocates were horrified. This silent stalker drone could be used for illegal surveillance, stalking, and corporate espionage on an unprecedented scale. There would be no way to know if you were being watched. The public outcry was immense. Governments around the world quickly passed legislation to ban the production and sale of this type of silent tracking drone for civilian use, declaring it an unacceptable violation of personal privacy. These inventions are just the beginning. We're about to explore even more that push the boundaries of science and ethics. If you're finding this as fascinating as I am, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We release new videos with more unbelievable facts just like these every single week. Join our community of curious minds by subscribing to KenDidYouKnow. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Okay, let's continue. Our next banned invention could have been a forger's dream come true. A chemist developed a remarkable chemical solution that could erase ink from paper without leaving a single trace. Unlike traditional correction fluids that cover up ink, this liquid will break down the ink's pigment molecules, causing them to vanish completely. The paper will be left pristine, as if nothing had ever been written on it. You could theoretically rewrite checks, alter legal contracts, or forge historical documents with perfect undetectability. When the inventor tried to patent it, financial institutions and government agencies went into a panic. The potential for widespread fraud was immense. It could destabilize banking systems and undermine the legal system. To prevent a forgery epidemic, the chemical formula was classified as a national security risk and its production was banned. It was simply too effective at its job. Imagine looking into a mirror and having it tell you how you feel. A tech company developed a smart mirror that did exactly that. Using a hidden camera and sophisticated facial recognition software, the mirror could analyze micro-expressions to determine your emotional state. It would then display feedback like, "You seem stressed, try taking a deep breath," or "You look happy today." The idea was to promote emotional wellness, especially in corporate environments. Companies thought it could help improve employee morale, but employees felt differently. They saw it as an invasion of privacy, a tool for emotional surveillance. What if a manager used it to judge an employee's performance based on their mood? Could you be penalized for not looking happy enough at work? Unions and privacy groups protested, and the emotion-analyzing mirror was banned from use in workplaces in several regions, deemed a step too far into monitoring the inner lives of employees. Sometimes, even toys can be too dangerous. A few years ago, a toy hit the market that was meant to be both fun and educational. It consisted of tiny, powerful magnetic beads that kids could use to build structures or even simulate surgical procedures on a doll. It was marketed as a great way to learn about magnets and biology. However, the small size and high power of the magnets proved to be a deadly combination. If a child swallowed more than one of these beads, the magnets could attract each other inside the digestive system, clamping onto intestinal walls and causing severe, life-threatening internal injuries. Hospitals began reporting a spike in emergency surgeries related to these toys. After numerous injuries and a massive public safety campaign, consumer protection agencies around the world issued a total recall and banned the sale of these types of magnetic bead toys, highlighting that even the most innocent-looking inventions can have hidden dangers. Our final invention is something straight out of a superhero comic, a camera that can see through walls. Researchers at a university developed a device that used Wi-Fi signals to achieve this incredible feat. Wi-Fi signals pass through walls, and as they bounce around the room, They carry information about the layout and the people inside. This device could capture and interpret those signals, creating a real-time silhouette of a person moving on the other side of a solid wall. The technology wasn't perfect. It was more like a moving shadow than a clear image, but the implications were enormous. It rendered privacy obsolete. Anyone could potentially spy on their neighbors, monitor a private office, or track people without their knowledge. Recognizing the catastrophic potential for surveillance abuse, governments moved swiftly to regulate this technology, banning its use for anything other than specific authorized emergency and law enforcement scenarios. It was another case where technology's power had to be contained. From laser razors and mind control to wall-piercing cameras, these inventions all have one thing in common. They push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. They show us the incredible creativity of the human mind, but they also serve as a crucial reminder that not every creation is a good idea. Some are just too wild, too dangerous, or too extreme for the world to handle. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more amazing stories from the world of science and technology. See you next time!